What is up, my amazing YouTube friends? Welcome back to the sickest garage here on the platform. My name is B, pray for Snow Auto Detailing, and I am so pumped to bring you a 2021 Jeep Wrangler. Now, I know you guys have watched and loved every video I've produced, of course, but just so you know, it's not easy to do this, to detail a bunch. I got other things going on as well, and sometimes you just need to get away, because as Jack Torrance from The Shining said it, all work and no play makes Jack a sad boy. And same thing here, I guess he wrote it, but same thing here, all work and no play makes B a sad boy. So the beautiful wife and I and the boys took the Jeep two places actually. We went to Moab and we went just barely like 2 minutes ago, well, 22 hours ago, got back from St. George, Utah, and it was so sick. We took the Jeep down so many dirt roads, and so I've got some of that footage as B-roll, and we're gonna clean the Jeep after that, and it is absolutely destroyed inside and out. We're gonna do a full detail. It's gonna be sick, and I'm gonna talk about some of the adventures because they were so tight. Let's go to work. Before we actually get into this, in case it falls off, I thought it was really funny. Spartacus noticed this when we were driving back. Check out this little grasshopper leg. I have no idea how he saw it. He typically, well, he always sits right here. So, good eye, sniper. When I say that we were on an adventure, not only did we go down a ton of dirt roads, but there was one in the Nevada desert that we drove one way 42 miles. That's 80 plus miles in the desert, and it was a dusty, dusty place. No water, so there was no mud, which is lame and good, I guess. But this dust in here, all from those 41 miles. Now, y'all know I'm an advocate for ceramic coatings, and mainly because it makes cleaning dust like this really easy, and it helps to prevent those micro scratches. So of course, I highly recommend it. We're gonna pre-wash with Built Amber Auto Foam. A little bit harsh for a pre-wash. You don't wanna use this stuff every week, but it's good for those once a month washes or so, and when I'm gonna do a paint protection. So I'm just gonna spray it on because this thing is haggard and it's been a few weeks out in the wild. I found a really cheap or affordable place to get diesel, but I was sitting there chatting with an awesome guy from Canada, and the pumps were taking forever, but he was done before I was, and all of a sudden diesel started pouring all over his truck, and so I was really, really vigilant just in case mine didn't auto turn off as well, and it totally didn't. So I had diesel all over here, and then of course the diesel mixed with mud or dirt to make mud, diesel mud. Now that this is dwelled, let's rinse off this dust. let's reset the Jeep with CarPro Reset. Puns. Now, Pan the Organizer came out with a sick video about doing away with the 2-bucket method. Going to try that, not today, just don't have time. One more round of the foam cannon, and then we're actually just gonna dry it off. We're gonna dry with the air cannon because I don't need to decontaminate, and I haven't done a full air cannon dry for weeks. I believe my beautiful wife and I found the true test to see how chill you are as a parent. In the middle of the desert, there is the Devil's Throat. Now, of course, I thought of Thor Ragnarok with the portal that they have to go through and, the whole line of, what does he say? For the record, I didn't know it was called that when I picked it. And yes, the Devil's Throat, I didn't know what it was until we got out there, but it's a sinkhole clear deep into the earth, and it is so big. But chill parenting, I want to know if you could actually get within 30 feet of that thing with your kid by your side without absolutely having it come apart, because my beautiful wife and I had to grab our kids' hands and we couldn't even get super close. I got close enough to Spartacus threw a couple rocks in, but I had his hand with my hand because it was absolutely horrifying. Very cool to look at, but my heart's still recovering. And it was like 3 days ago. Now, this is definitely destroyed. It is super dirty, but it's surface dust. It's not ingrained, not gone on for too long, and I'm not crazy embarrassed, even though this is my Jeep. And the reason I'm not crazy embarrassed, do you want to know why? Honestly, because we just did a huge road trip, and it was into the desert, so the dust is all from that. And we were in Moab a couple weekends ago, so it did 2 hard road trips without any love. So let's give it some love. We're gonna remove all of my personal items, and then we'll do the floor mats, which are thrashed. This donut shop was there in St. George. If you ever go to St. George, Utah, look up Pink Box. They have some really fun shaped donuts. They had, there's one left, I guess. They had these little donuts that are shaped like poop. How adorable. My boys, of course, loved it because, poop. 2 things my beautiful bride and I have learned over the years. When you have the boys and you're going anywhere, you almost always, on any adventure, we should say, you almost always have to have swim stuff at the ready because you just never know when, duty's gonna call. Second thing, you're going into the desert, You carry tons and tons of water. Survival. It's got electrolytes. It's what plants crave. My beautiful wife loves rock shops, and we usually end up buying a lot of big rocks. Big heavy rocks. Since we're on Spartacus's side of the Jeep, let's talk about two of the sickest kids ever to be born on planet Earth. First being Spartacus and the second being Monkey, but we're gonna talk about Spartacus. We went to these old mines and they were awesome. They had metal grates a couple of feet in, so you couldn't really get all the way in there, which is obviously I'm not going to take my kids into open mine shafts, but we went in into the grates, which was awesome, super sick. But there were these boulders that Spartacus and I were jumping on, and this kid is brave and had a blast, even though he whacked his elbow and his knee a couple of times. Totally troopered out, never even fussed, and we had a really, really good time out there. Monkey loves finding casings. He found us at what, a Sporty Smith & Wesson this time. I really debated taking the front seats out, but Jeeps are so simple. They're built that way, of course. There's no need to, because the carpet underneath it is just not that dirty. So I'm gonna leave the seats in. Big thing I gotta extract because it's just absolutely wrecked. So we'll probably start out with the Tornador, herd that dust forward, and do some vacuuming. often complain about not having leather seats. I love leather seats, but also this spot on the seat, especially a cloth seat, is the worst because you can see all the little monkey prints on here. Hard to clean. Remember, my biggest concern is the seats. Well, the fabric, because it's nasty, and the plastic. I got a lot of concerns. Let's extract. I think I've mentioned this before, but we love the desert. We spend a ton of time, that in the Pacific Northwest, I should mention. We spend a ton of time in the desert. We live down there for a little while, and we have a lot of fun, but I feel like I've spent a lot of my life in the wilderness. For the first time ever, ever, we saw a tarantula in the desert. I had never, ever seen one of those, and this thing was so big. It was terrifying. It just came strolling up like it was, I don't know, a stray dog, and I filmed it, but I was horrified, and Spartacus hates spiders, so it might as well have been Shelob to all of us. It was wild. It was cool to see, but never before in my life. Also, my beautiful bride looked all day for what was she looking? Oh, a turtle all day. A couple of days straight, she was looking for a tortoise out there and nothing. So we see a terrifying arachnid, but not a tortoise, which would be cool to see. It was kind of lame, but still a cool adventure. Even though this is an immense amount of work, adventures are important. Taking a break is important too. So, but you gotta reset things, right? You gotta get back to a clean vehicle because it's super important too. CarPro Pearl for the plastics. I know I didn't throw a ton of B-roll in here. I don't do vacations with my amazing family for B-roll, but for content, I should say. But I am pumped you guys hung out with me. I'm actually pumped for my beautiful wife because she works just as hard as I do to make fun adventures happen for our awesome kids. So thank you to my beautiful wife. Thank you to you, the epic viewer, and I will catch you on the next one. Subscribe. Another video.